Good morning, my neighbors. Welcome to another episode of BYTTT. Before you take the trade, this is the trading floor edition. I want to say thank you to everybody, all my subscribers. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell button, all that good stuff, so that way everybody can find me. And if I'm doing something that y'all want to go ahead and try to let me know I could do better or whatever the case may be, by all means, I'm open to any type of suggestion. Also, don't forget to put a little bit of comment. That algorithm is so funny. They want y'all to really interact. Anyways, that said, we got a lot of work to do. Let's go to it. So here's the chart. Let's start over with NQ. I'm going to leave these lines up only because I find it very interesting on what the action is doing after the fact. So like I still have my bullish and bearish lines here. This was, where's 9:30? 9:30, 9:30, 9:30, 9 o'clock. Okay, so this was right here. So got my bullish and bearish lines right here. We never got into the bearish side. We only stayed in the bullish side. Nice little pop after I started shutting down the floor. This was like around 1 o'clock. Did take a piece of that, but it was just very choppy. I knew it was going to be choppy, but it was just violent in this area here. All right, so that's NQ. This is oil. Oil has rejected that area I was telling y'all about. I had a feeling because we broke down to this level, we might not get back into this area again. So I'm very curious. Do we get to $72 then fall, or do we get to $72 and then explode, fill this imbalance that's over here? Here is gold. Gold is dropping a little bit, and it's probably because silver is having a little bit of an effect. But you can kind of see with the stochastic, we get a little bit of crossover to the downside. It's probably going to go ahead and try to make a test. It's been a while since we touched the 50 EMA. Maybe we'll get 216, 2616. Maybe that's the level that they're looking for. Here's silver. Silver is giving a lot of its stuff away. I think this area is going to be tough for it to get through before it gets into this fair value gap. But if it does fill this fair value gap, you're looking at 32,200. It's probably the level that they're going to be looking for. So we'll see what happens there. Here's the British pound. The British pound is continuing its downward decline, which is powering up the dollar. Maybe get a nice little retracement on this fair value gap here, somewhere in this area. But I was really looking for this type of action to happen. It did not. So we're going to go ahead and scrap that idea, get that out of the way. Right now, we got ourselves a nice little healthy downtrend, right? We had one that was very, very, very healthy. It was just a level, right? Kind of had a nice little rejection here. But we got a nice little deviation on that where we kind of pushed down like this, made lower lows, made lower lows, made lower lows. So where is our lower high? Lower high? Yeah. What is our I'm having a blonde moment. Our lower high before that. That is this area here. This is the lower high to that point. So if it doesn't break this and start to go to that upside, I don't think we're gonna put any pressure to this level here. And this is an old level in this angle here. So this could be just all the bears starting to really, really take on the British pound. If we fill this area, I could see a nice little bounce at 1.28. Here's ES. ES is starting to look a little exhausted, right? So everybody wanted that 6,000 level, which is up about here. If it doesn't catch any support, probably here or here, we're probably going to go ahead and fall right through. And this is the last line of defense before it starts to really reverse. Here's our contract expiration bounce. That's right there. I'm very curious if they're going to do something with that. The Russell is coming down a little bit. Maybe they're taking some cash out of the Russell, so that way they can go ahead and load up the boat over ES. That's a possibility. Let's see if this order block can hold up and then give me that error that I was looking for. And the last one, the dollar. You can see with the dollar, it needed a pullback. It really did. We've been running for a while. We got above the 200 EMA, but we haven't made a real drop. Someone is lying. How can the market, this is your NQ right here, hold this position in itself without really dropping? Could it be that they're holding the position to make a massive drop? Maybe. Or it might be a massive pop. But the dollar does look strong. I really want to see it touch this area here. A healthy pullback will be great, but I won't be surprised if we do a healthy pullback after we cross this threshold. So we get up in here, maybe touch here, boom, and then try to attack that way, maybe, but we'll see. That's our order block. All right, we got like about 5 minutes until the market opens, so we're gonna go ahead and get this party started. Checking my messages real quick. I think I should be good. Hopefully y'all had a great week so far. It's been a little tricky. Like I said, that opening range did not really explode until after the fact. Give me 1 second. I just got a weird message. Okay, that is very, very, very interesting. Hold on. People are so special. When I grow up, I'm going to probably be like Warren Buffett, have all these businesses just that way I can solve a solution for myself. Because obviously people just don't know how to run business. They don't understand the process. But I digress, especially in insurance companies. But whole other conversation. All right, so let's go ahead. I should short them. Yeah. All right, that sounds like revenge, right? No revenge trade. No revenge trade. All right, we got like 5 minutes, so let's go ahead and do something very fun. Yesterday I had a nice screener list that I think would be very interesting. What I kind of look for is like something that's like high volume and very close to some of the EMAs. So I'm gonna go ahead and run through a few of them. This is PG, Procter & Gamble. A lot of stuff that's under your cabinets inside your home comes from this distribution company called Procter & Gamble. I think Tide is one of them, just to kind of give you a little bit of sense of that. This one looks like the volume had kicked up yesterday, but it's in a little bit of a decline. It could be because of the distribution of dividends. People are starting to pull back. It missed earnings or revenue a little bit, but it's still solid in my eyes. So I would say generally this is a bearish position for the daily. I think we may just curl this up. So let's call it DERS. A very strong company, and they pay dividends. Nothing spectacular, but again, it is a good company. Where is my tool? Oh, there it is, down here. Here's our October 2022 pivot. Jeez, it has been on that rise. If you got it in October 2022, you'll be happy. All right, so this is our deviation. I think a nice little curl back into this line would be great. So I want to see what it does with the level of 166.24. The only problem I have is that this one will probably need something like a wedge to really consolidate this properly and then kind of break out to that side. So bearish under 166, bullish above anything in that trend line because this thing could just explode and continue to some new highs. Re-attack that 177 level. If it does break through 177, that'll be all-time high. All right. So 177 is our target. So we'll see what happens there. What else I have? Nope, not Wells Fargo, not Citigroup. Coinbase? Copart. Coinbase. Let's go with Coinbase. Bitcoin kind of had a nice little run. So, of course, Coinbase is going to be beneficial on that because they have some assets in that space as far as crypto. And I'm getting a nice little trend that happened here. And that's pretty much it because this trend is not suffice. I would say this could be a reversal as a whole if we hold this level. I think it needs to cool down a little bit. Let's see the weekly. Yeah, needs a little bit of a cool down, but if that weekly holds the way it looks like right now, we're probably going to get a nice little extension to the upside. So keep that in mind. All right, well, I'll give y'all one more. Let's see. Kimberly Clark. Copart. Go back to Copart. Proligious. I don't know how their option contracts are, but there was a lot of volume over there. Let us go with something cheap. CSX. CSX is about $33 a share. Let's see what this looks like. Oh, this thing's consolidated right here. They can't break this level. I would say this is probably an interesting little spot for it. If I were to play this, stop loss under $31, and then just looking for this thing to explode to the upside. It's down pre-market, so I need this reset to happen like now. Yeah. Oh, earnings kicked its butt. Maybe we could get a nice little flush to the upside. We'll see. All right, the market is open. So if you have not been on my floor before, I try to keep it very simple because I try to cater to new traders more than catering to everyone else. You know, seasoned traders should be doing relatively well when it's all said and done. But let's go ahead and get to the point. I am trying to take trades that are only solely the 15-minute opening range breakouts. So let's go over to NQ. In NQ, on the 15-minute, there it is. I am looking for the first 15 minutes to give me my levels of where it needs to go. So right now, I'll be bullish above here, and I'll be bearish below there. I think they're trying to get out of the order block, but incidentally, by them coming so deep and almost having the top side of this, we can find some support and just really start to take off to the upside. I'm leaning on no-ish because I didn't think we'll come back this fast through the order block, but we'll see. We only take the chart, not the cards. We only take the chart that the market presents in front of us. We do not take cards. This is not a gambling. This is actually a profession. All right, folks. All right. Okay. Let's go into this. So if I was taking Qs, let's go ahead and take a look at the Qs right now. What would they want? What level would they attack? I would say maybe on the top side, a break above 497. That's why I love the 500 calls. I still would play that if anything. If you want to be very ballsy, maybe 187 to maybe 185. You could get away with 190, 191. That would be good too, but that would be our south side. So we got 190 for the south side and 500 for the north side. So let's see how that goes. Okay, limit, save. That's the 490s, and then going back with the 500 calls again. You can get away with like 498, 497 if you want to kind of like open yourself to more premium in itself, but that thing gets to that 500. Oh yeah, that thing is gonna print. Anyways, let's get back over to NQ. Let's see if we gotta adjust our 15-minute. Our 15-minute is currently set here. I did it again. Come on, I want the red line. Give me the red line. Still a red line. There we go. All right, boom and boom. That's what I'm looking for so far. We still got more time. We got like about 12 minutes into this candle closes, so nothing in particular is going to be made there. We'll see how that grows. I think they try to fill this fair value gap, and it stopped just short of that. Probably got a large sum of buy orders that was sitting there lingering, waiting to buy the dip. If we get the rest of that fair value gap, it might give some trouble because we got this bearish fair value gap that seems like it's holding this down, and we'll probably get some more extension to the downside. Let me see something. It's my 45-minute. Yeah, I I had a feeling that we may go bullish through the range. So the range is going to be very, very, to say the least, it's probably going to be choppy because I can see bulls trying to catch this here to get it to go through the order block again. And then the bears are using that order block since we're under it to attempt to push this down further. So be sure about your entry. Make sure you take your profits. I think it's going to be a bumpy ride. Let's go ahead and look at my FX book and see what is going on that side of town. What to expect. We got some Canadian news coming in 10 minutes. And then existing home sales is going to be at 10 o'clock. Or inventory, 10:30. Fed Barkin is going to be speak. Oh, and then the bonds. I think, look out for 1 o'clock, roughly around there. We got a 20-year bond auction going into play. If the yield is a little bit higher, the investors are going to take money out of risk assets, aka stock market and high volatility items, and then they'll go to something stable like bonds, because it could guarantee you will get 4% by purchasing that bond. So we'll see. Right now, the previous was 4039, right? So I'm thinking if it shows anything north of that, like 405, 404, and some change, it's probably going to push the market downwards, making bonds attractive. All right, as we got this still established, look like we stayed in the middle of here. Let's go ahead and take a peek at my red list. Pizza is not doing so hot. It is not doing so hot. I'm looking for whatever sense of reversal is going to be played in here. Had a nice little push. Got a little bearish divergence on this histogram, so I'm a little annoyed with that. CCJ, I think it needed this cool down. It ran for a while, especially after it attempted to make this M pattern breakout. It just reversed, nice W, and then just continued. So this one does need to chill. We got a bearish divergence right here. FCX, Freeport Moran. Good stock. I think the price of it is very easy for some traders to trade this thing. Look like it had a nice little flush here. Let's see. Here's your earnings. A nice little pop, and then boom, they drilled that bad boy down. Let's see. Let's look at the weekly. Yeah, probably come down. Maybe get to $44. That's what it's gonna be. That's what it could be, I should say. Let's see who's making some cash moves. G is trying to recover. That's probably part of their flush. Pan W, what's going on with you? Why are you down here? Did you have earnings too? Earnings is coming. Ooh. Ooh. I think Pan W is going to continue to the downside. Yeah. Probably could use a reset, but yeah, Pan W. I think Pan W is going to come for its gap down here at 338. That was a gap that was created around here, somewhere around that ballpark. Oh, actually, no, it's price action here. Inside of here, we had a nice little kick up, filled back down, and everything else, but this thing can do something funky. Look at that. I think this thing's going to... this might weigh the Qs down because they are in the tech space. They're not heavily weighted, not like your Apple and everything, but this can have an effect in the Qs. All right, let's go back to NQ. Let's see what happened over there. 15 minutes. Get rid of this. Yeah, it could be market rebalancing as they get out of like your Microsofts and Apples and everything else. You start going into the smaller stuff like your AMDs, your Pan Ws, your Datadogs. And that's always staying like right in the middle. So as they're adjusting, they pull it from here, put it there, put it here, put it there. let's check out gold and oil. So here's oil. Before the inventory report comes out, it looks like they're really trying to push this bad boy up. Got a little bit of a bearish block right here on the 15-minute. Got a downtrend here. This is the downtrend that they broke. With authority, get up in here. That'll be your bump and run reject. Yeah, a lot can happen in this one. A lot can happen. I think they want under $70. Under $70, we'll take out this fair value gap somewhere around here. 69,995. 69.95, not 69,995. Nope, that's not even a number. Anyways, let's go ahead and continue. Let's go check out gold. Okay, gold looking good. I like how it bounced on that pre-market. You see how before the market opened roughly here, this level was letting me know that there's an order block here sitting, and in 4 minutes gold could let us know if it's going to turn around and be bullish again on this 15-minute. But the daily does look like this, so there's a lot to be desired for some more downside to reset. But in the short term, I think the ones that bounced it, they're having trouble. But if they can bounce it one more time, that should scare all these bears right on out, and they turn into sell side liquidity. We'll see. We'll see. We'll come back to that. Here's NQ. Oh, a little bullish now. Got 4 minutes left. I feel like the cleaner move without any real chop would be the downside. But knowing this market, they're going to probably retest that order block. Get back in there. Possible rejection. It just depends. Patience, folks. Only trade our plan, not our money. Oh, let me check my Thinkorswim. I should have a day trade come back. Yes! I got a day trade to come back. I might do some Qs on that side. 10 is 2. Alright. Yeah, I like that $500 call. I just love that. Because that price, I know that thing even sniffs in that area of 498, 497 by itself. We'll probably get that thing to really print out. But that's a big if. We got 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Let's go ahead and look at my green list. The green list is kind of like prepared. Red list is like we executing. Meta's trying to recover. Dell is dropping. Dell was being a jerk. I was actually taking it to the downside. And then I knew dividends, it tends to like, you know, rally a little after dividends. And I was like, maybe this rally is part of it. And they kind of pushed me out of it. CVX, look like 150 level is a tough area for it to hold. If this thing starts to show signs of trending to the downside, this thing could really come back and says some of these fair value, right? Maybe even get down to 143. That could be one of the areas. Microsoft. That head and shoulders did not pan out. Nice little W, trying to break back out, but looks a little tired. We'll see what happens with that. All right, let's get back over to NQ. Probably got about 60 seconds or so until this completes. So a minute and 20 seconds. See how it's still staying as a doji, indecision, just accumulation is happening, do not get in the middle of a fist fight with the children. Let the children blow the steam, get tired, and then you start breaking up that fight. Okay. Yeah, I think these levels are going to be established as such. So we probably could go ahead and switch over to the 5 minute now. So what I'm looking for is for the 5 minute to break out of this area. Now, I've done a momentum trade where I got into the trade as the momentum was building and we just took off, but that is against my rule. I want a close below or close above that level showing that the trend is taken. And if it does, then we should have ourselves a solid foundation for entry, and we just take off, and reap the benefits of our work. So now we got 9 seconds. Everything's solidified to the center area. Now, here is the fun part. I know there's news coming up. Like I said, there is new home sales, and it does have a red flag on it. So that could be the reason why we're going to be kind of like on this dance back and forth. But in the event that it actually starts to do it, we're going to go ahead and take it. I'm just being honest. That's all. Let me go ahead and get myself locked and loaded. Yeah, Elite just went ahead and put another sale out, so it looks like they're doing $40 resets. And it's Thursday at 9 a.m., so it's only for today. So if you need an evaluation account for your futures, down below is my link. Go ahead and get yourself a $20 account at the very least. If you still need to paper trade, folks, still paper trade. If you haven't got a strategy or you don't feel confident enough, this is still real money, even though it's a prop firm. Okay? Do not do reckless stuff with your prop firm. They don't like it, even though it is sometimes in a controlled environment. But again, the goal is to find profitable traders. Are you that profitable trader? All right? Speaking into existence. All right, let's go. Come on, break it down or out. Let's go check out gold again, because I was looking at that tweezer bottom that it was doing on that 15-minute. Yep, I think gold is going to take off here. Go over paper trade. See if we can find ourselves a nice little solid spot. NQ is still working on this thing. I got it on another screen just so that way I can let y'all know. But we're gonna focus on gold for right now. Ooh, NQ's making a nice little push. Hold on, let me go double check, make sure. Okay, so haha, that's my 45-minute. That's what we established already. All right, never mind. Back to GC. So what I'm looking for is, I don't know what I'm looking for. Maybe something like good consolidation to on this level at 2746. Nothing too crazy. It just holds that area. Make this general. If it does, we could probably reset some of these oscillators. Yeah, 3 minute looks like that. Yeah, it just like all these time frames are tired, even though the 15-minute looks like it's trying to get itself up. Now, we could get some type of accumulation to that upside. If we could get that accumulation to happen, we should be able to push right on up. Sorry, if I look a little fatigued, I actually worked last night dealing with a client and just a little drained. But we're going to stay objective driven. Yeah, I think I've really like that tweezer bottom. I almost want to just grab something in this area. Let me see what the 1 hour looks like. Almost to the bottom. 2 hours should be just started to curl. Yep. 4 hours at the top side of it. Ooh, it's at the bottom side. This might do the thing. NQ is still consolidating, so we're still waiting for that. So no rush. We don't rush greatness, and if you want to be great, you don't force yourself in the market. And ever since I got into this whole trading thing, it's like everybody keeps adding me into their trading groups, like these WhatsApp groups, and I don't even know what this is. Like a forex one. I have no idea. Lots of spammy. All right. Let's see what this 1 minute looks like again. I think we're gonna break above that 50 EMA. So let's do that was just about to start. All right, we'll do one contract. We'll do one contract initially. I have a stop loss of something like this. That's what I'm looking at. If we start to break out of this area, I'll consider getting some more. If we could consolidate, that would be great. Then I'll get some more around this area. But generally speaking, looking for this thing to continue to the upside. Get my levels on this other chart done. All right. They're trying to toy with it a little bit. But again, like I said, I wanted to see that 1 minute kind of reset. That's why I'm going really, really light. Oh, NQ. So NQ. Oh, it almost did. It was what I saw was actually getting into that lower part, and then it just bounced it just now. Let's go. Come on now. Come on. Get down there. Yeah, it's starting to go back. Like I said, it's going to be choppy. We established a range. It was already ranging. That range is not breaking out because they're probably still accumulating their positions. Probably the case. So we'll see. We will see. Oh, let's go check out that gold trade again. Still up. If it would just take off right now. All right, let's come over to the 15 minute. This is what it looks like on a 15 minute. That's why I said I kind of wanted to just get in right around here because I felt like this whole entire area is the block. I probably would have got better prices and probably got out with like 15, 20 ticks. But patience, folks, patience. And if you haven't been here before, like I said, I try to make this simple. Only operate two strategies. One is the open range breakout, the one I explained. Box out the 15 minute. Let the 5 minute just break out of that direction and we play that direction. The other one is proprietary indicator that I created, which is the market dominance. Its own sole purpose is to generate a signal in the event a massive price movement or flow of cash has increased or entered the market. Nothing to kind of replace your indicators, nothing to like toy with certain things. Like it's like my goal is to make it make sense. And if there's a lot of volume in the market, guess what ends up happening? Easier to get in and out of trades. Easy for pops to happen as they hit stop losses and sweeps and sell side liquidity or buy side liquidity. That's how you make the money. But when there's no direction and we're sideways, that means the accumulation phase is still in effect. Stay out of the fight with kids. Don't bother with it. Just don't. I'm looking for this 15 minutes to like really take hold on gold and then play to the upside. I am looking for a break above somewhere around this level for me to add another contract, assuming that this is going to make a real beeline to the 50 EMA, which is my white line. But again, patience is a virtue. Let's go over to NQ. Need I say more? Gonna be choppy. Has to be choppy because you're fighting. This is a fight of two different ideologies, and they're gonna get it at the best price possible. You're gonna program those algos. Still haven't broke out. But yeah, so what I look for in the 45 minute is that 45 minutes of just pure directional, there is going to be a sense of a pullback. And what I mean by that is, think of this. If I've been going in this direction the whole entire time in the market, eventually I'm going to come down. This is like a 138 or 237, 318, 50%. 618 is probably going to be somewhere around here, and then 786 is probably down here. I'm butchering it, but whatever it is, the pullback is going to be something that you can play because this actually happened, and these people here got to take their profits to minimize their exposure. So I play this to the downside. So I'm looking for that, and vice versa when it comes down to downside. We trended down the whole entire time, big, massive bearish candle. I'm anticipating that there's a pullback here. If it reverses, great, I'll be printing. But 9 times out of 10, I'm looking for the pullback and playing the pullback. I'm in for a short time, not a long time. All right, another 5-minute candle close, and we still haven't closed outside of the box. We're still in here. If it comes down to it, 10:15 is the cutoff for this trading floor. I don't want to keep up your all your time and hijack it. The goal is for you to get some knowledge, see a good trade, and follow suit if necessary, or redevelop your strategy with little nuances off of mine. But at the end, we are shutting it down 10:15, especially if it's consolidating like this. I could use some sleep. I'm tired. Been out, I think I got out at midnight. I think it was right roughly at midnight. Ugh. Got home like 6. Oof. Tired. All right. 2 minutes and 39 seconds on this candle. I think they're waiting for the new homes report. If you are in a position, I would probably suggest you get out of it. If you got a substantial amount of profit, pick a price that you feel comfortable with, that you can walk away and feel like, hey, I'm going to keep it across this news, but you can't have all of it. Pick that number. It'll be a good time right now. You don't have to set the stop loss. You just got to pick the number. Yeah, it's still choppy. I don't like it. I really don't like it. My 5-minute MACD has curled up. I apologize. I'm all yawning in your face. Oh, gold. Come on now. Behave. All right, 5-minute. You see how that MACD cross right here? That means the accumulation has occurred, but you're going right into a freight train of that order block. So be judicious. Make sure you get an entry that is strong. and it doesn't come back and fill your fair value gap, and you can stand on business. Mm-mm. No, I don't think it's gonna break out before 10:15, unless this news does something great. Oh, I haven't been in her chat train flow in a while. I have to check that out after I shut this down. All right, less than 60 seconds until news comes out. We got ourselves new home sales. Sweet. Looks like they're giving it all back because nothing really took off. A little muted. I'm gonna go dissect this information. New home sales. Mixed. Month over month, they were anticipating negative 1.6, and it actually is -1, which is bullish for the dollar. That means a little bit more sales are happening. It could be the interest rate drop is increasing people's interest into getting their home. But the sales revenue itself is down, which is logical, right? Because not everybody's gonna be qualified. So that's the key thing to that. Or the mortgage is gonna be so high that they can't afford it. Yeah, I am leaning on bearish only because of that order block. I don't think the news really gave us anything that I felt confident for upside, even though it's a mixed bag. Yeah, I'm leaning bearish. The bearish. Oh, come on now. Don't you dare. Don't you dare do that. That's that moment. You see what I was talking about? Like that moment. I played it once, but the danger between that momentum one, it does. You see how it's pulling back right back into the range. Let's just say your stop loss was right at the bearish line. Now you're out of the trade. If you were smart, maybe it would took a small loss, but it just all depends. But this thing can reaccumulate and start pushing right back into the order block again. Very heavy order block. I'm going to say that again. Very heavy order block. Oh, let me go check out gold. What's going on, gold? No. Yeah. All right, it's almost at my structure. I was looking for it to reset the oscillator. If I could get a nice little push up here. Don't worry, I'm monitoring that other one, the NQ on the other side. Yep, get another one. Keeping my stop loss at structure still. Oh, I am late to the party. What's wrong? Which account is that? Okay. Oh, actually, no, I'm not. Hold on. Did the 5-minute close? Ooh, I almost pulled the trigger on something that I knew would be uncomfortable. That's what happened when you see I was looking at this one. I was like, oh, I missed it. No, 1 minute. That's a 1 minute candle. Good morning. Oh, you took the push up? There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Get that money and just get out. You gotta go, get it, go, get it, go. If you rob the bank, you gonna stand there? Shout out to Bucky. Gonna wait for the cops to come get you. Oh man. All right, we got like 60 seconds until this candle close. I am looking for the close below here, and then I'll look for my entry. That 5-minute stoke does look very bearish, and it looks really, really good for some downside. So we're gonna go ahead and probably play it to the downside. Come on, 50 seconds. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Don't you. Oh, no. Don't you run away. That was like 20 points right there. Can't chase the cat. You get clawed. Remember that. Don't chase the cat. It'll come back and smack you in the face. Yeah, I'm going to wait for a pullback. And then I'll probably play this short. Let me see. This one. Yeah. We're going to do it with you. Alright. Let's see how deep this pullback happens. I'm going to have to lower my leverage because this thing took off. Okay, got a nice little cross. There we go. Let's take that. Are you going to try to bounce there? Don't you dare bounce. Come on, get down there. Come on, get down. It's still trying to bounce. Oh, that's tough. That's tough. I had to get out of that position. I'm going to try to re-enter again. Oh. This thing is being violent. These bulls are not letting this thing go. Come on, baby. See if we can get it here. There we go. There we go. Come on. Come. Oh, don't you dare come back that fast. Come on. Let's go. One more leg. Get down there. There we go. There we go. Come on. Boom. Take that. 64 ticks. I'll take that. I get one more trade like that. That'll be solid. I got like 22% on this contract. Ooh, I tripped. I did not set my take profit on that one. Let's just take. Ooh, oh, we might get some more. We might get some more. Oh, let's go. I got 33%. Come on, baby. What you got? What you got? Show me what you got. We pinning the 1 minute down. So that's the game that they're doing right now. I'm trying to see if I can hold it for the whole 5 minutes. If I can hold it for the whole 5 minutes and we just come down even further, that'd be great. Okay, I don't like it as much. They're holding it right there. Come on. If you're gonna dump. Let me take my 28%. All right, with a runner. How much I paid for this? 68 and 68. Let's call it 59. Just placing my stop. That way I can go focus on some more futures played. That was a nice scalp, folks. That was really, really good. Let me grab my P&L. To give y'all a little bit of update, I did get chopped up in that volatility yesterday, but I recovered relatively well today. Let's grab this and PNL. Where are you, PNL? So unfortunately, I had to go shopping at what Neo likes to call it, the reset store, which sucked. I didn't want to, but it is what it is. So I got. Can y'all see that? Yep, right there. So I got 3,000 for the day. I did 1,500 earlier today. They did pull me back like about $700 like 2 seconds ago, and then I got a nice little drop on that drop. You know, we took off to that downside. So solid 3K. I'll work with that, and then we'll just continue on tomorrow. Couple things. Like I said, click the link down below. Get yourself an elite account if you are ready. I don't want you to do that if you are still paper trading and you're still a little rough around the edges. That is not the goal. I know some people. I was one of them that use prop firms as almost like my paper trading because it kind of bridged the gap between paper trading and real money. I would say paper trading, I have an appreciation for it because after a while, these prop firms do get pricey, and you keep paying these resets. All you're doing is making them rich while you're trying to learn. It's free to paper trade. If you're following your strategy and you're doing the things and you're doing it consistently, you shouldn't have any issues being able to paper trade those actions. So that said, I bid you a fun farewell. Oh, actually, no. Let me give y'all one more thing before I get out of here. That's because I did say I was going to be here till 10:15. Let me give y'all one more thing here. So I got my screener, and this should have reset it for today. Let's see where the volume is coming in right now. CSX still looks kind of good. It looked like Procter & Gamble kind of pulled back a little bit. It's not bringing in as much volume right now. So I'm looking at AMAT. AMAT looks like it is trying. If you don't know who AMAT is, it's like in the same space as NVIDIA and AMD. They're all semis. So we're starting to really collapse the 50 into the 200 EMA. So it looks like we're going to flirt with a death cross. It avoided it once, no, twice. There was the first stab that could have been that liquidated the bears. Then it came with a second one and then liquidated the bears. And now this is the third one. So we're going to see what happens here with this move. I'm looking for a target on the bearish side of 172. So are they accumulating volume so they can go ahead and start to really make this drop? Let's look at the weekly. Weekly is trying to get through the zero line of the... Ooh. Okay. Weekly looks like it's getting into that bearish side of the MACD. That's a strong possibility. You could get a nice little push to that downside just off of that alone. But what it made me kind of like, ooh, was this looks like a head and shoulders. So could it be that we're going to use this little area here and my target of 179 for a short-term trade would be great, but a long-term trade, maybe 142, 150, possibly. Just all depends on how this catches. Right now, if you did the smart thing and took your daily and did one of these things, this is kind of like your rule right here. Right? You got these two candles right here that kind of touched, and then you had your deviation that happened here. And then when we made that higher high, this was your pivot into that higher high. They broke that. We went into a bump and run. What should happen after completing a bump and run, we should get a bounce up. If this breaks this trend line, everybody that is accumulating, which looks like almost 1 million in volume, is going to go ahead and just take their money off the table. But if it does that bounce, I'm assuming that that accumulation is the fact that we're on this area here and they're looking to explode it to the upside. So we'll see. That weekly does not give me anything that says bullish, especially going through the zero line in the MACD, but it will be fun to see. So put this in your radar. I am putting this on my red list. Probably going to take a trade off of this one. We'll see. All right. that said, if you have any questions, by all means, you could go ahead and holler at me at JD underscore the great on Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. Or, the thing that you're watching right now. And also, if you are looking for one-on-ones, I do not have them open right now. There's a reason behind it. Got a couple things for me to deal with. Plus, it's my season for my business, so we're gonna go ahead and knock that out. I do more than just trading, right? So just go ahead and wait till January. That's when I'm gonna open them back up again, and that's when we're gonna do more of those one-on-ones. They're totally free, and just want to kind of get the basis of your ideology and put you on the right track. That's the goal. So I look forward to working with every one of y'all. Thank you for being a subscriber. Thank you for liking. Don't forget to share it to your friends and family. And Cousin Rico that told you to go ahead and put all your money inside a dog coin or doji or whatever. We'll get you right. So have a great day. See you tomorrow, 9:15.